Incantation of the Blackthorn and Shadow. A spell best performed on a waning moon or dark moon, and invoking dark goddesses. And it can be done whilst using some blackthorn and tying some thorns together with black thread, or using a poppet and piercing it with the thorns of the blackthorn. Traditionally now, a hex or a binding should only be done with clarity of intent, as things do tend to return on us, and it's hexing and cursing is not something I would recommend as a general thing, but sometimes you might find that it is necessary if a really serious wrong has been done. Incantation of Blackthorn. To hex and bind with Blackthorn's wrath. By root and briar, thorn and flame, I call thee, Blackthorn, by thy name. Dark of wood and sharp of spine, let now thy vengeful will be mine. With thorn I pierce, with thorn I bind, the will, the deed, the cursed mind. No peace to them who wronged my soul, their strength shall falter, dim and dull. Where blackthorn bites, the truth shall sting, and shadows round their steps shall cling. By bloodless thorn and bitter fruit, let silence coil around their root. Spirits of hedge and hollow tree, bear witness to this binding plea. Until I will it, so shall stay. Bound in night, they shall not stray. This is my word, this is my mark, etched in thorn and sealed in dark. By wind and stone, by branch and briar, I bind with blackthorn, curse with fire. I'm now going to give a counter incantation, which is designed to unbind and release the hex and binding spell, which is tied to Blackthorn's power. It may be that the work has been done and you feel that a person has suffered enough and you want to prevent any more harm coming to them. Or you may have decided that you acted rashly and in anger and didn't really mean to do a curse. So this will undo any hex or curse that you have done. And again, it is calling on the power of Blackthorn. Incantation of release. To unbind what was bound by Blackthorn's wrath. By waning thorn and hollow tree, I break the bond and set it free. What once was wound in shadow tight, I loose beneath the moon's pale light. Blackthorn sharp, now dull thy sting. Uncoil the curse, withdraw thy ring. No more shall thorn bite soul or skin. The spell is done, the end begins. By root and bark, by air and stone, undo the thread, unmake the tone. Where silence bound and fury clung, now speak release from cursed tongue. Spirits that watched and winds that heard, take back the weight of binding word. What I have cast, I now revoke. The thorns shall fall, the chains be broke. By will and word I now reclaim all power spent, all burning flame. Peace return, where wrath had grown. The spell is scattered, thorn is thrown. And you can burn or bury the original blackthorn thorns used in the binding spell. And if you have made a poppet of the person that the spell was done on, remove the thorns from it, unbind it, and unname the poppet. Make sure you deconsecrate it and remove any links with the person that it represented before disposing of the poppet, which may be burned or buried, or if it's a wax poppet, melted down. But do make sure that you've completely removed any connection with the person that it represents first. And this spell can also be done on a waning moon. And you can also anoint a candle with oil, such as frankincense oil or rue, and extinguish it at the end of the rite as a final seal of release.